Now the second-year man from Buffalo, Jake Shum, on to punt. Deep for the Rams, Tavon Austin. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too. Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
Keenum will try again on second down. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback right in the face of him puts him down.
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. They'll need to get the play off quickly. To throw, it's Keenum. Penalty marker is down here. Pass interference call. Charles, you were a defender. You know how hard it is to defend the pass without committing this penalty.
And if they would let them play with a little bit more contact and give the defender a better chance, we wouldn't have nearly as many flags.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
On 1st and 10, here's Keenum. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Second down here after the incomplete pass.
All right, here we go.
And a first carry of the game here for Trey Mason. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage. 3rd and 11, 5 in the secondary now.
Nickel look. Keenum now to throw. And that's complete to Brian Quick. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big play there on the catch and run. 31 yards.
The well-executed slant routes are based on timing, and that one was hit just right. Ball out of the quarterback's hands quickly, right to the receiver. He catches it on the run, and you saw the end result. Big-time run after catch. They love those rack yards. Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On the screen, this is Mason. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Fights off another.
I think the second tackler would have learned from the first.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
That boy's got 4 down. All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
Throwing on first down is Keenum. He's got Quick. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll make it second down. Second down now after the pass completion.
Gone. Here we go now. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
One thing I know, defensive coaches love it when they don't have to invite their players to the party. This strong safety, you never have to ask him twice to help in run support. He's going to ride and in a bad mood.
On the ground again, it's Mason. And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
They come out here in the eye. Now it's Keenum. And a little floater there is incomplete.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Lance Kendricks, his second touchdown on the season. And the Rams are going to take a first quarter lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. Now it's Adam Humphries on the return. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. Second down, Winston. They set up the screen to Martin. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. Now that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Jameis to throw it. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it, because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
It's caught by Mike Evans. 30 yards on the pickup there. And the Buccaneers are going to have a first down.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder, and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on a line, he's got plenty of arm to do it.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
53 to Mike. 53.
On third down, Winston. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Doug Martin, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And the ref goes under the hood, puts the headset on for the often dreaded did the ball cross the plane review.
So difficult because all it takes is a portion of the ball crossing the plane for it to count, but you've got to get the right angle, and right now the official is hoping to get a lot of help from the guys in New York.
No gain, and it's second down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. To throw is Winston. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
And that will be incomplete as well.
And that was a nice play. He knocked it away, but obviously you want the interception in this situation. You want to take away any chance that they have any decision to make on fourth down. But things happen so quickly in the end zone in this compressed area of the field that you're just happy to knock.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Austin Seferian-Jenkins, his second touchdown on the season. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Now a play fake here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
Here's Keenum to throw. Tavon Austin, he's going to go. Touchdown, L.A. Tavon Austin, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Rams strike quickly here for 6 points. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize, but when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch. Take it to the house. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And it's a short kick, taken right around the 19. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Right. Double tight, double tight. 4 down, check, 4 down.
They just do get the play off. Now Winston. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But
under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. And the offense now will try to regroup after the sack on second down.
That boy's got 4 down. Ready, Mike 25. Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52. Let's go.
To throw, Winston. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Doug Martin. And that's going to make it 4th down. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
And definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
One receiver to the left is Evans.
Ready.
On fourth down, they do snap it to Winston. Now this is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looks pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a second down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Brian Quick, the intended target. And that's going to lead to a third down. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. To throw is Keenum. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, here comes Greg Zuerlein to try and get 3 for the Rams. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And this will not have the distance to get there. Short, no good, just under the crossbar. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
One man on the backfield, that's Martin.
Watch the pass.
First down, Winston. They set up the screen to Martin. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big gain.
Let's go, D. Easy. Hey, check this guy. Ready. Blue ready. No. Check that. We're on Mike 52 right here.
Now it's a bootleg with Winston. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. William Hayes in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Shedding the tackler that gives him some room. And all the way down to the 35. A huge play there on the screen pass. And even 40 yards.
A well-executed screen pass means the offensive line has bluffed the defenders. They make them think that they can just get through and get to the quarterback. Instead, they're setting them up. Little screen pass, lofted over them, and now they're in front, and they get downfield for big yardage when they do it right. A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
On third down, Winston. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on third down, and for a second, it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
34, eyes on 34. Ready, blue ready.
Winston to throw for it on 4th. Quick throw, that's complete on the inside slant. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. Jameis to throw it. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it.
Let's go now. Blue ready. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Watch the pass. Here we go.
Throwing again. Winston on 2nd and 10. Over the middle to Evans. It'll be a gain of 9, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Play clock down to 0, and that's going to be a delay. And big problems getting the play out, obviously. This will be a delay.